Hey, statisticians. I thought we needed another box plot problem. There was only one in the lecture notes, so let's do one more. I pulled it out of your textbook, and that is why I have cited it here from the Practice of Statistics 6th edition. If that is not okay, W.H. Freeman and Company is welcome to contact me to take this down. But until then, I'm going to walk through this problem. So, some students purchased pumpkins for a carving contest. Before the contest began, they weighed them, and then we've got all of the weights in pounds. We want to make a box plot, and then we need to explain why the median and the interquartile range are better choices than the mean and standard deviation, which means we probably need to calculate those two. So the very first thing we want to do, A says make a box plot for the data. The first step is to find the 5-number summary, and the first step for that is to put the data in order numerically, which I have already done for you. So there are 23 data points in this data set, and that means the 12th data point, which will be our median, is 6.6. We'll get that down. And then we've got 11 data points in the left half of the data. So we are going to count out the 6 point. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That is Q1. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Q3 is the middle point of the last 11 data points. Again, it's just the half. We took out the median because the median was in the center. If we averaged to get the median, we would not take out those 2 points that we used to average. But we took out the 6.6 because it was the center point exactly. Now, for the interquartile range, we know we can subtract. 12.7 minus 4 is 8.7. And then I want to by the minimum and maximum, because we may have to come back to this in a second, but we will have to calculate outliers. So right now the minimum is 2, the maximum is 33, and I'm going to have to use something else when I'm doing this if I find out I have any outliers. So now would be a good time to try to calculate those outliers. So the IQR is going to be multiplied times 1.5. We need that value first. The IQR was 8.7 times 1.5, and we're going to get 13.05. The lower limit is 4. Let me make sure I've got that right. Yeah, we're doing Q1, which is 4, minus 13.05, and we're going to get a negative number. We're going to get negative 9.05, and obviously none of those points are below negative 9, because, I mean, none of them were negative. We don't have negative pumpkin weights, so there aren't any outliers on the left side. But we might on the right side. So we need to get our Q3, which was 12.7. We're going to add 13.05. We're going to get 25.75. And that means the points 31 and 33 are outliers. So that actually means that my minimum and my maximum, the minimum is good to go, so I can get rid of the star there. But the maximum is going to now be 15. That's important for the way that we draw our box plot. The other two are going to show up as dots, as outliers, but they will not be attached to the whisker on the box plot. I'm just going to copy this real quick and move it to the slide where we make our box plot. So I brought my 5-number summary with me. I've made a number line about as straight as I can possibly get it. The next thing is to scale it. We've got data points going from 2 up to 33, so probably going to go by 5s, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and 35. And we said in class we are going to start our box at 4, which is about right here. So the Q1 part of the box is here. The Q3 part of the box is a little over 12.5, so just slightly to the middle, or to the right of the middle here. And there is our box. That's where the box plot gets its name. The median was 6.6, so somewhere in here. Our minimum point was 2. Looks like we're going to go right there. And our maximum was 15. But we also have outliers that we need to note on the same level as the whisker. Dot here and dot here, 31 and 33. And that's it. We've made a box plot. So that was our answer to A. And for B, we don't even need the mean and standard deviation to answer this one because we've been talking about a lot in class that distributions that are skewed, and this one is clearly skewed. We've got things trailing it off to the right. Skewed distributions should be described with, let's see, sorry, had a little zoom malfunction. Should always be described with median and IQR because they are resistant to outliers, unlike mean and standard deviation. And that's the problem. So if you still have questions about how to make a box plot, please message me on Canvas. Otherwise, that is it for this video. Hopefully that will help you do your homework. Good luck, and I will see you again soon.